with week 6 of the 2022-23 season of Bucks Weekly with Coach Austin Morgan. And the Bucks, you know, they had a rough week last Friday against Troy Christian. But, you know, Coach, it's not the ups and downs that you have, but it's how the kids respond to the adversity. And the kids obviously had a rough week last week. But how have they responded in practice so far this week?
Yeah, like you said, life's all about how you handle hard things. You know, I don't think anybody goes through life without any really hard adversities or hard downfalls. So it happens. Everybody has bad days here and there. Everybody has bad nights here and there. The big question is how you respond to those things, because I think that's where some of that character is revealed. Is when you get punched in the face a little bit, do you stay down or do you respond and say, you know, well, I'm a tough guy. I'm gonna go fight back a little bit. So yeah, we got punched in the face a little bit on Friday, and our kids, our first 2 days have been Monday, Tuesday. They were great days of practice. Our whole thing has been, we're going to choose tough this week. We're going to choose to be tough. We're going to choose to do the hard things. We're going to choose to get better. So we changed up the way we practiced. We changed up like the style, the schedule, everything we've done. It was all kind of just reevaluated, relooked at, and said, okay, things are different this week. Things are going to be a little more challenging. We're going to put a little more demand on your body, a little bit more demand on your mind, and see how you respond to it. And they took off to it really well. Monday and Tuesday was one of our better practices we had in a long time. So they responded really well.
Well, when you really put things into perspective, we are a young team, and you know, when kids come in to high school, their freshmen, sophomores, they're probably taking basic math. Juniors and seniors, they're probably taking calculus and geometry or whatever. And so you have a lot of young kids on the team, so there's a lot of coaching going on in practice where you just can't send the kids out there and just run reps and look at execution and effort. Yeah. You got to stop it and coach them. So just talk about that a little bit on how that's kind of affected your practice.
Yeah, at times we just slow things down a little bit here and there. And at times it can be frustrating because we want to go and we want to go and go fast, get a lot of reps in. And at times we do have to slow it down. But at times, we all get frustrated at times about it. But if you take a step back and look at the big picture of things, and you see if we can get all of these young guys learning some basic things, and watch their development happen over this next few weeks, months, years, right? I think it's the right thing to do, to slow down a little bit at times and help some of these kids along the way. And it's been good for them. The more they pick it up, the more we can add to your plate, and the more you can learn. So it's just about kind of getting down on their level and seeing where they're at and trying to meet them there and build them back up with what they need.
So what kind of improvement have you been, what are the areas of improvement that you guys were focused on this week compared to last week?
I mean, if you watched the game Friday, I thought toughness was not on display. And so this whole week has been a big point of emphasis for us has been choose tough. Because everybody has hardships in front of them. Everybody has some kind of, maybe your mind's telling you to stop, maybe your body's telling you to stop. And at that point, you got to choose a tough thing to do. Whether it's go a little harder, go a little faster, take an extra step, whatever it might be. When things get hard is when we got to start choosing tough. That's been our message all week in our team meetings and our film sessions has been choose tough. And we've done a pretty good job this week at choosing tough.
Okay, well, up next we will talk to one of the kids who have been choosing tough over the off season is sophomore Jack Blumenstock, and we'll talk to him next, and then we'll come back again with Coach Morgan and talk about this week's opponent, Bethel. Okay, we're back with Bucks Weekly, Week 6 with Covington sophomore Jack Blumenstock. And Jack, there are certain families in the Covington community that are known for working hard. And your older brother, Scott, you know, what he accomplished, he was able to go to state in wrestling and through his work ethic. How much has that motivated you?
It's motivated me a lot, being with my brother. I didn't really expect him to make it far in wrestling. He shocked me, my brother, my family. So I mean, I just want to make myself kind of be like him, get better in wrestling, football.
So, well, basically throughout the off season, you came off your freshman year last year, and then coming into your sophomore year, it's a big transition. But you've been known for working really hard in the weight room. You rarely missed. What was your mindset going into the off season, and what carried you through the off season to work so hard?
I just wanted to be a loyal teammate and to make myself a physically stronger, better person. Because I was pretty small last year, being like 130. I've gained like 20, 30-ish pounds. And I'm playing varsity this year, so I'm going to have to expect big people, people bigger than me. So I just want to make myself a bigger person, have a right mindset to just be more of a physical, like more of a leader. Even though I'm only a sophomore, but we do have not as many kids as we should have, but I mean, yeah.
Okay, so you're 4 games into your sophomore season, and of course every week you guys are looking to improve. Individually, where do you want to improve, and where do you want to see the team improve?
I want to improve on receiver mainly. That's my favorite position. I want to try and maybe break a school record or something. I think that'd be cool. And for team-wise, I just want to see us stick together, have a brotherhood, and just help each other out, like hang out with each other, like just be friends on and off the field. I mean, being during practice, we can just be enemies and hate each other as hard as we want, but off the field, we can just be best friends and always spend good times together.
Well, hey, you got a great career ahead of you. You keep working hard like that, you're really going to accomplish a lot. So good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
Up next, we'll finish up with Coach Morgan, and we'll talk about this week's opponent, Bethel. We're back with Coach Morgan for week 5 of the football season. And this week, the Buccaneers host Bethel, and boy, it's really nice to be able to play on the home field. The last time we played, it seems like a year ago, but it was week 1 against St. Henry. So here we are, week 5, playing Bethel. So how exciting is it to be able to play on the home field?
Oh, it's nice. We had 3 weeks in a row being away. Something's out of our control, but it's nice that the kids love playing here. It's home. We get a good crowd here. Get a lot of our fans out. But yeah, we're excited to be on the field again and not to travel and be here. Yeah.
And you know, Bethel, last year we beat Bethel over at their place, and of course they're a lot better this year. They got a lot of kids back. So what does Bethel bring to the table Friday night?
Yeah, so Bethel last year was a really young team. So a lot of those guys that played last year are back this year, a little older, a little more experienced. So a lot of those guys are back, and they got some new kids coming in. So they got a pretty good core of skill guys. They do have a young quarterback, but he's surrounded by a lot of older skill guys that are pretty good players. So kind of slowing them down a little bit on offense will be a big challenge for us to respond to. And then they play pretty aggressive defense. They got guys that come down, safeties that play pretty hard, play pretty tough. So it'll be good for our kids to see that kind of play from those guys.
And they have a new coach too.
Yes.
So how much difference is that? Is it?
It's changed a lot. Yeah, I think they're going through some stuff too, like every year one does, where they're trying to change some of their culture and things they do. They have a whole new identity as far as what they do offensively and defensively. So it's a whole big change for them. So they're going through some growing pains too, like every year one program has to go through. And so hopefully they can get their stuff together and play good football and be a good game Friday.
What are you looking for from the kids, from the Bucks Friday night, as far as improvement and effort? Yeah,
I think the biggest thing I said earlier is choosing tough. I can't emphasize that enough. Our kids, it's not fun getting beat pretty bad. It's rough. It's not fun. So I would love to see the response from them be a true, tough, responsible kind of guy that owns his stuff and says, I'm going to choose the right behavior. I'm going to choose to do things the hard way. Because that's where, in my opinion, elite people come from. Where you get punched in the face here and there, and you say, okay, so what now? What's the next thing I got to do? What's the next challenge in front of me? And you just keep going on and going on and going on and going on. I think that's where true character is revealed. That's where true character comes out. Is after the adversity, after the hard things, what do you do? How do you respond to it? Do you fight or do you fly away? So if our guys choose tough, I'll be proud of them.
Well, the Buccaneers host Bethel Friday night, and it's another opportunity for Covington to take the next step forward in improvement. Hopefully we get a huge crowd. It's a rivalry with Bethel, another TRC game. So good night, and go Bucks.
Go Bucks.